This is Jordan Sather reporting for the Full Disclosure Now Network. What's up, guys? This is Jordan here, and if you don't know who I am, I run my YouTube channel called Destroying the Illusion, where I basically just give independent news reports, investigative reports, and just rant about the state of the world because there's quite a bit to rant on. And I work with the Full Disclosure Now Network, and I'm doing this video to upload to the FDN Facebook page because there's quite a bit of information and perspective that we need to circulate ASAP. So, here we go. And the information, or the inspiration, I should say, for this video stems from David Wilcock's massive data dump just a couple days ago, where he released on his YouTube page his lecture from the Conscious Life Expo that took place just about a month ago, called The Antarctic Atlantis. A lot of very crucial disclosure information. And interestingly enough, the Schumann resonance, I'll put up a screenshot right here real quick. The Schumann resonance spiked massively on that day, a couple days ago, on March 11th. And if you don't know what the Schumann resonance is, it's sometimes called the Earth's heartbeat. It's a natural resonant frequency that the Earth emits, and it's of my opinion that all biological life will entrain itself to these frequencies. And in terms of our human selves, our brain waves may especially entrain itself to these frequencies. And what happened was, for 20 straight hours, this Schumann resonance, which normally is around 7 to 8 hertz, spiked to above 40 hertz, 40 to 50 hertz. So huge energetic increase that day. And a Schumann resonance that high is associated with a definite increase in human consciousness. So I believe that it was our co-creative consciousness with this massive release of information that literally influenced our planet to spike the Schumann. Could be the other way, could be a two-way street. It affects us and we affect it. So anyway, I'll leave you to speculate on that. Anyway, the point of this video that I wanted to do here is to really tell you to keep your discernment dials tuned in. Keep your BS detectors on guard right now, because there is a lot of disinformation coming out. Because remember, that's the modus operandi. That's the MO of the powers that be, or the powers that were, or the cabal, or the deep state, whatever you want to call them. That's their MO, is that they want to skew public perspective with all kinds of disinformation and misinformation they can. And they will literally hire people, paid troll bots, to go online to comment on stuff. I've got a lot of weird comments on my work lately. They'll create fake YouTube accounts, which you can spot pretty easily, and they'll put out a bunch of clickbait articles, just all kinds of stuff. And some of the information, some of the disinfo that I've been seeing lately is a lot of stuff in regards to flat Earth. They've been trying to connect Antarctica and flat Earth. And if you want to argue that and research that, fine. But in my opinion, that really has nothing to do with the real disclosures concerning Antarctica coming out. So be careful what you're spending your precious mental energies on. Also, just like other weird articles on marine life, octopuses, and a lot of actually premature news reports on military movement and evacuations of Antarctica. So be careful what you're choosing to believe and spend your time researching. And in my opinion, there's only a few things that we should really be concerned about in regards to Antarctica right now. And I'll tell you 3 of those things. That is ancient history, modern history, and the current events that are really going on. And they're all connected in some way or another, but I'll tell you why separately each of these 3 things are so important. And the ancient history is crucial because this connects so many dots as to understanding why the world is the way it is. And the ancient history is all the stuff that David Wilcock and Corey Good and all those disclosures that are coming out. I'll link that Antarctic Atlantis video that David Wilcock just did down below. And interestingly enough, in his lecture, David Wilcock says when he briefed David Seaman, right, the Huffington Post reporter that has been reporting on Pizzagate for the past few months, when he briefed him about this ancient history of our planet and why the elite literally believe themselves to be divine heirs of the planet per se and have the divine right to rule over humanity, he said that David Seaman got it. Those dots really began to connect in his head as to why Pizzagate could happen. So it's really important to brush yourself up on more so the true history of our solar system. And then modern history. That modern history is specifically how the secret space program formed within the last 100 years. And a lot of that information regarding Antarctica and its modern history stems from the German secret societies during World War II, because they had an obsession with finding occult knowledge, and they found a lot of occult secret knowledge hidden away, and that actually allowed them to create a lot of prototype anti-gravity or electrogravitic craft, which was the beginnings of the secret space program. And they actually went down to construct bases in Antarctica, because it's becoming, as they lost the ground war in World War II, they had a lot of very prototype advanced technology. So they brought it down to Antarctica, and there's a lot of history surrounding that. I won't get into that here because it's a long conversation, but brush yourself up on it. Look into what's called Operation High Jump and Operation Paperclip, and the Nazi secret society, specifically the Vril Society and the Order of the Black Sun, I believe. So there's a lot of fun stuff to look up there. And then all the current events, all the beautiful current disclosures that, again, David Wilcock and the secret space program insiders like Corey Goode and Pete Peterson are divulging, because these current events are not only all the ancient history and the modern history very important, but that leads up to the current events going on. And the very important thing to understand is that we deserve a full disclosure. We don't want any type of partial disclosure or controlled disclosure to occur. Keyword, controlled. We've been controlled for far too long, and we can't let that happen anymore. So we need to not only brush ourselves up on the ancient history, modern history, and the current events, but help people around us brush themselves up on it too. Wherever they might be in their awakening process, never underestimate the power of planting little seeds of consciousness to let those seeds grow. And this fight for freedom that we're in right now is a mental one. It's not a physical war, it's a mental war going on. So that's why our co-creative consciousness is so important and so effective to nurture, to really help us get that full disclosure and get that freedom that we so desire. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. There's just a few warnings I wanted you guys to I wanted to tell you guys, and a few things that I believe that are specifically important for us to brush ourselves up on. So make sure you like this Full Disclosure Facebook page. Go check out my Destroying the Illusion YouTube page. I'll link it down below. And thank you guys for watching. And I also want to take this opportunity to inform you about how important it is for you guys to support all of the investigative and journalists that are out there, all the independent ones, like David Wilcock, like David Seaman, and people like myself with our little old YouTube channels trying to get all this information out, because the corporate media will not do it for us. So support in any way, shape, or form you can. Simply like, subscribe, comment, share the information, monetarily support however you want to, but we appreciate everything you guys are doing for us. Peace.